Alright guys, today we're going to be drawing a head at the front view. So the front view, in my opinion, is probably one of the hardest views to do. The reason for that is because everything has to be symmetrical. Alright, so we're going to start off. Okay, just checking to see if that looks good. We're going to be drawing Lala. We do have the reference picture as well. So with any type of head, you're always going to start off with the egg. It always starts with the egg, guys, when you're drawing your face, no matter what. So when drawing the head, you have your egg with your guideline right in the middle. This is where your axle line is going to be for your eyes. Okay, after that, if you split it down again halfway, this is where your nose is going to be. Okay, and then after that, you split it again. That is where your mouth's gonna be. Okay. Now, with drawing your face, there's two ways to do it. So you have your egg right here. So hopefully you can see this. So you have your egg right here, and then your line. You can either start by drawing the interior first, or you can start by drawing the jawline first. It's all up to your preference, whichever one's easier for you. Okay, there's no right way or wrong way to do that. It's just whichever one is easier for you. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside. We'll reference that again. All right, so going on to the eyes. If you look at your eyes, when drawing eyes, there's always 3 different versions of eyes. Okay, so going on here again, we're going to explain the 3 different versions of eyes. The first version is your standard almond eyes, okay? And so pretty much what that is both your eyelids meet at the horizon line evenly, okay? And you can reference a lot of any manga, and also your favorite manga. And if you study the eyes, they're gonna be some form of these 3 eyes that we're going over. Okay, so my recommendation to you guys is, if you're trying to pick up a style, obviously study your favorite manga artists. Look at the style eyes that they draw. That's going to help determine what you want to do. All right, now with these eyes, it's very simple because the end of the eyelids are on the same plane. Now moving on to the next set of eyes, you have the droopy eyes. So the droopy eyes is when the bottom, the end of the eyelid is lower than the other side of the eyelid. So this is mainly for cute characters. Okay, so pretty much, if you've seen Nisekoi or Bleach with Orihime, she has the droopy eyes. And in Nisekoi, it's Shitoge. Alright, other than that, the last and final, I guess we'll go right here. The last and final eyes is the cat eyes. And so what the cat eyes are is going to be the exact opposite of the droopy eyes. Now the corner, the end corner, is going to be at the top, while the eyelid at the other corner is going to be at the axle line. Okay, so it's just drawn like this. And these are more for like fiercer type of characters, or like mature characters. Now, obviously I study to see which of these eyes your favorite mangaka does, and then copy it and do that. Okay, but these are the most popular standard eyes. You'll see them through a majority of manga. Now, To Love Ru with Lala has the standard eyes. Alright, and so how we're going to do it is we are actually going to focus on drawing the inside first. Alright, so we'll start like this. And I love To Love Ru. It's an amazing anime. I need to finish actually the manga and anime. I need to finish both of those. Now, the one thing I like about this artist is the eyelashes that he does. That's actually, I believe, it's a man. He puts them like this. I think that's very cool. That's something you don't normally see. We got the eyelids right, the crease for the eyelids right here. And then moving on, you have the bottom eyelash right here. And then you're gonna do the same thing. So whenever you're trying to space out the eyes, the middle part is roughly the same length of this eye. So you'll just pretty much put this eye, bring it over here, and that's going to be the space. And then you're going to start drawing in your second eye. And that's standard. The reason why you want to do it that way is because if you do it any closer, it's not going to look right. And if you space it too far, that doesn't look right either. So that's why it's recommended to have them one eye spaced apart. And then after that, we're going to draw in the other bottom part of the eyelid. So once we do that, we'll just simply draw the eyes. The iris is pretty easy to draw. You're just pretty much gonna just draw a circle. show some type of gradient in the eyes. Alright, that's cool. Looking good. Next, after this, I did forget to mention the guideline for the eyebrows. The eyebrows are going to be, I would say, 1/3 up here. Alright. And eyebrows are pretty much the same thing. Study your favorite artists and draw the eyebrows like them. Typically, with women characters, eyebrows are very thin. So you draw the eyebrows, it's going to be slightly longer than the eyes. That's pretty much it. Now for the nose, there's many different ways to draw a nose on the front side. All right, you're gonna either draw it, like this, which is my favorite way. You're gonna draw a little speck going out this way. This is typically like the little cute characters, just a little speck going out that way. And then another one is like this, and you draw the holes for the nostril for the second part of the nostril right there. There's many different ways, or then pretty much the last one we'll talk about is just this, just a standard one. There's many ways to draw the nose. Like I said, study your favorite artists and then just see how they draw the nose from the front, and then you could replicate that. But for this character, Lala, this is how the author draws her nose, so that's how we're gonna do it. And that's pretty much it right there. Moving on to the mouth, which is gonna go right here. This part is typically where the bottom part of the lip goes. All right, now these are guidelines. You can put it a little bit closer if you want to. And then right here, we'll just draw a couple of little lines to symbolize our mouth. And then there you go, we have the face. Now after this, we're going to draw in the jawline. So with the jawline, typically right when you get towards the nose / mouth, that's where you're gonna start going inward. Then going on here, you're just gonna do the same thing. Now a lot of times when drawing this, you still want to draw this out even though the hair is going to cover it, because it's going to help you get the proportions. And then once that's done, we're going to just draw in the neck. We're not really going to I am going to more likely draw the hair, but I'm not really going to talk about it because I'm going to make a whole video about hair. So once we completed our face, then we're just going to move on to the ear. So when you look at the ear's going to start right at the axle line, and then you're just going to bring it down, and with the ear ends around where the nose ends. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Like I said, even though the ear's gonna get covered, you still want to have the ear for guideline purposes. And then there you have it. That is how you draw a face. gonna pretty much just draw this in. Like I said, I'm not gonna really talk much about the hair, because this hair, I'm just doing it quick, and there's gonna be a whole nother video on hair. We'll see. I'll probably ink it. I'll probably ink it so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm just kind of going fast right now, like I said, because this video isn't about the hair, so I'm not going to be really explaining much about what I'm really doing. And same thing for the clothes. We're not really going to talk much about the clothes because that's going to be a whole nother video. A lot of people do struggle drawing clothes because of the wrinkles, which is very, very understandable. But you just gotta know how clothes work, just like people. You gotta know how the anatomy is, so you can know how to draw things correctly. Right now, guys, I am drawing it really fast because I don't really care for the clothes, because this is mainly a video for the face. Alright, there you have it. You have Lala from To Love Ru. And it will just ink this. Oh, that's good. Trying to find my bigger pens. What size is this? No. There we go. So my inking is very rough. That's actually how I actually ink in when I'm actually serious as well. I've always been a rough inker because I'm fans of Shuzo Shimi and what's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name. Sui Yoshida, I believe that's him. The guy that made Tokyo Ghoul. So they're very rough in on their line art, and I think that just gives it a certain feel to it, like a certain rawness, and just a certain feel of being free. Which is pretty much where I'm at. I think that just looks so cool, just having that raw look of not being perfect. I'm sure if I actually took my time, the ink will look really good. But I think perfect line art is just it doesn't feel like there's no motion to it. Also, a rule of thumb, when you're drawing any type of exterior line art should be done with like thicker brush strokes, and then the inner, it's thinner. So that's why you saw me use like that big brush. Now when I'm going into the inside, I'm using a smaller brush. Do I even have? I have a brush. One thing that I need to critique with myself, in my opinion, is coloring. I don't do enough practicing on coloring. So hopefully doing things like this will push me to start coloring and doing better things with colors. Like, yeah, I use Clip Studio, but when I use Clip Studio, when I do any type of coloring, it comes up looking more like anime. Like, you could tell it was computer generated. And that's fine and all if I was going for that look, but I'm not going for that look. So it's not really fine. What was it? This one? It's not this one. We still using this one. Actually use this one. color this in. Another technique that people do with the eyelids, instead of like going like jet black like this, what you see people do is just like, no, it's not cross hatching, but they're scratching at it. It gives it a really cool effect. But for right now, for us, we're gonna keep it simple. And then there you have it, guys. You have the finished product of how to draw a face. And pretty much, guys, whenever you ink and then you erase, there's pretty much all the time you're going over it again, because there are things that get missed or lines that look a lot thinner now after you finish erasing. And also, when you do erase, be cognizant, because some of the ink gets erased away too, which is very strange, because you're supposed to be permanent markers, but I always have the problem when it gets thinner. Whenever I color on it, it bleeds as well. So I gotta figure out what's going on with those type of markers and ink. Alright guys, there you have it. That's pretty much it on how to draw a face at the front profile view. We'll definitely tackle this on to get you the different angles, so you know how to draw all the angles. But you could be a professional artist if you learn really minimum 2, if not 3 positions for the head for angle, and that is the front view, the 3/4 view, and the side view. Really, if you learn those, then you could make manga. Just add a couple more finishing touches. It pretty much looks decent. Yep, other than that, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Later.